Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Joel Embiid has been accused of shoving a reporter in the aftermath of a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Right.
Philadelphia Inquirer reporter Keith Pompey tweeted, "Oh boy, people will remember the Sixers season for all the wrong reasons. The team just dropped to 1-4, and Joel Embiid assaulted a reporter in the locker room." Then Shams reported Embiid got into an altercation with a columnist following tonight's game in Philadelphia. Embiid took issue with a recent column that referenced his late brother and son, and Embiid shoved the columnist. No punch was thrown. This is the reporter, Marcus Hayes, wrote last week. Joel Embiid consistently points to the birth of his son, Arthur, as a major inflection point in his basketball career. He often says he wants to be a great and leave a legacy for the boy named after his little brother, who tragically dies in an automobile accident when Embiid was the first year with the Sixers. Well, in order to be a great at your job, you first have to show up for work. Embiid has been a great at just the opposite. Now in his 11th season, he has consistently been in poor condition. This poor condition apparently seems to have been delayed his debut this season. Embiid won't play in Wednesday's night opener or the next two games.
So he's upset about what the columnist wrote.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
I think he said, whatever you do, don't keep my dead brother's name and my son's name out of your mouth.
Right. Are reporters or columnists allowed to talk about family and bring up things that have nothing to do with the game of basketball? How about just stick to basketball and talking about the player itself? Nothing else, and nothing else outside of the game of basketball, it should be off limits.
No, he said he want.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hold on. He said he wanted. Hold on. He wants to leave a legacy for the boy. Hold on. All the reporter is trying to provide context.
Right.
He says he wants to leave a legacy for his son, who he named after his brother. Okay. That's all he said. His brother tragically died Joel Embiid's first year in Philly.
Right.
Am I missing something, Chad?
As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com, check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but is that even necessary?
Ocho, you got to.
I have a question. Is it necessary to provide?
Yes, Ocho. There's a reason why you have reporters, because it's about stories. That's why you have people that comment on the game. They're not just saying X's and O's. It's a storyline. Sports is about stories.
Okay.
He didn't say he didn't disparage his brother. He did disparage his son. He said, Joel said, I want to leave a legacy. Mm-hmm. Okay. The legacy is what? When people think of Joel Embiid, he named his son after his brother.
Right. I kind of see it. I kind of understand it. Depending on the individual, depending on who you are. Listen, you can get your point across without bringing up the legacy part.
Joel brought it up.
Oh, I'm talking about during the interview?
Joel Embiid consistently points to the birth of his son, Arthur, as a major inflection point in his basketball career. He often says that he wants to be great, to leave a legacy for the boy he named after his little brother, who tragically died in an automobile accident when Embiid was in his first year with the Sixers.
Okay, you hear what you said? Now, what you talk about is what he said past tense in general. There's no need to bring that up based on what's going on in the present about him not playing and not being healthy to play.
So what's he supposed to report about?
report about him not being in shape, not being able to play the goddamn.
He did. He
said,
said, Ocho, he's saying the man says he wants to leave a legacy,
right?
But him not being there,
being able
he
to play,
said the reason why all he did was provide context.
Right.
The reason why Joel Embiid named his son Arthur, he named his son after his little brother, tragically died.
Right.
So he's providing context for why Joel said it's so important for him to leave a legacy, and he wants to be remembered by something. And why he named his son after his brother. I don't think.
You don't think that's a little insensitive though? Because listen, to you, if it's not insensitive, then there would be no reason for Joel to get mad. So obviously, he feels some type of way about it.
I took it. I don't take it as being insensitive. Okay, that's Joel. How he took it.
Right.
But I think the thing is that him talking about in order to be great at your job, you first have to show up for work.
Right.
Joel Embiid has just been the opposite. Now in his 11th season, he has consistently been in poor condition. The poor conditioning seems to have delayed his debut this season. And he won't play in Wednesday's opener. So there lies the crux.
Right.
Okay, you say you want to be great at your job, but at first you got to show up for work.
Right.
Which Joel Embiid has injuries. What? He missed his first year. He's had back. He's had knee. He's had ankle. He's had feet problems. He's had tummy issues. So what he's wanting to do.
Hey, hold on. You said tummy?
Yes.
You funny, Unc.
So I just like I said, I like him.
Right.
I can't tell somebody
yes, sir,
how they should react.
Right.
In that moment.
Right.
I think the thing is for me being in the media and having a little better understanding on this side, because a lot of times, Ocho, we say things and we think it's innocent. And to us it is, but to the individual.
Yeah.
But I think it had more to do with the criticism about Joel Embiid constantly missing games, Joel Embiid constantly being out of shape. I think that rubbed Joel Embiid the wrong way.
Listen, it can't rub him the wrong way. He's been playing 11 years and he's missed multiple games throughout the tenure of his entire career.
Well, just think about how many years he would have played if he hadn't been hurt. He's missing half a season. He's missing entire seasons, Ocho.
Right, but see, that's the whole point. So it can't be the criticism.
No, Ocho, that's not the point. The point is for you to play, not for you to miss games.
But he can't help it. I'm just saying he can't help it. It's a big man, now. That's a big man. You
is he bigger than Shaq?
Tonight we were talking about.
Is he bigger than Shaq?
I don't know.
No.
No. Not like that. Not like that. How tall is Embiid? 7'1", 7'2"?
Yeah, they're about the same height.
God damn. What, he about 300?
Oh, he ain't no bout. Man, you see how big he is from waist down?
So he is about 300.
Oh, he over 300.
See, Unc, that's a whole lot of weight. So we talk about injuries and him missing time.
But no, why? But see, you applaud him for eating McDonald's. You applaud him for that.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Because when I said he's getting massages and he's getting work done, getting treatment, eating McDonald's. But see, you don't want to talk about that, the injuries, and all he does is eat McDonald's, and he has yet to really play a full season. But you eat McDonald's, keep on. You've done it this far, so how about this? How about change that diet?
Hey, you think if he changed his diet, he won't get hurt no more?
No, I'm asking you. That's your level of expertise.
I don't know. That's just one player. Everybody else is like 99.
Oh, no, it's just one. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. When people change their diet and start eating healthy,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's not what you say.
This is a different type of individual with a different type of body type. So it might not work.
Derrick Henry eat healthy.
Hold on, listen to me now. It might not work with somebody of that size. That is a large human being. You know, I think that's for people 6 feet and under. 6'3" and under. Now, once you get
Derrick Henry
and all that, you got to change the diet.
Do you hear about Derrick Henry? No gluten, no fried food, no dairy, nothing processed. How that working out for him, Mocho?
For who?
Derrick Henry, King Henry.
I don't know how it's working for him. It's working good, ain't it?
I'm asking you. He says he doesn't eat processed food. He doesn't eat fried food. He doesn't eat anything with gluten. He doesn't eat anything with dairy. Right. I'm asking you.
You know what? I don't believe him. How about that? I don't believe. Where Derrick Henry from?
Derrick Henry from Florida.
He from the crib?
Yeah, he from like a Jacksonville area.
You dead ass?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga lying, man. I ain't listening to him, man. Stop lying, man.
Nah.
Hey,
I mean, I think
for
you,
a hell of a career, though.
I mean, I think the thing is, Ocho, when you take that, think about it.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry had almost 1,400 carries in high school.
Yeah. I
Topped on with another 600 in college.
Right.
Topped on with another 2,000 in the NFL.
Yeah.
Ocho, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if he eating fast food.
Hey, listen, he might not be as fast food, but everything he ran off and might have said for media-wise, for good context, but look what I'm eating, and which is why I'm playing so well, I ain't believing that shit. I can tell you that.
But I think no. I totally can believe it because I was like that during the season. I didn't eat anything fast food.
Right.
I stuck to the Tupperware, and then I had a situation where maybe like for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in the off season, I would eat whatever I want, not every single day, but if there was a couple of days I wanted to go to the Houston, which is one of my favorite restaurants, I would go there and get the chicken. Back then they used to have chicken tenders; they don't have them anymore. Or I get the burger. That's still my staple now. Right. But for the most part, for me, it was in my mind because I felt once I altered my diet,
right,
I felt I played better,
right,
and so now my brain has convinced me that I played better on this.
You know what that's called? That's called mind fucking yourself. You mind fuck yourself and feeling like what you're consuming is improving your play when that really has
the same way you mind fuck yourself and say McDonald's don't mess up your play. You see how you mind fuck yourself?
No. Listen. Stay with me now. There's a certain skill set that you've honed and perfected when you started at Savannah State until you got to the NFL. When you was with Denver, you worked on that craft. Yeah, you perfected it to a point to where you became a Hall of Famer. What you put in your body ain't changing none of that.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
God damn it, it won't. I promise you. We got
you didn't do anything different. You did the same drills in high school and college that you got to the NFL. You changed absolutely nothing.
No, but you have to understand.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah. So from high school, you changed absolutely nothing. You did the exact same thing in high school, college, and the NFL.
As far as routine when it comes to training?
Did you change anything from high school, college to the NFL?
Yes.
Why? Because you honed your craft over years and years. So why would you change?
Wait, hold on. Stay with me now. I'm talking about my training regimen. I'm not talking about what I consume.
So why would you change anything? That's my point.
Okay, it worked for me. I see what you're saying. Okay. I'm with you a little bit. I'm with you. Talk to me now. Come on, man.
So, but what I'm saying to Ocho is that if you know better, you do better. And I'm not, because a lot of times, a lot of people, you're right. People get like, okay, I'll do this. I've been doing this. Right. And when they try something else, look at Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
When he changed when he got with Tim Grover. Mm-hmm. Kobe. That's why guys went to that way. And so now you see a lot of guys, they have their physio, what they didn't have in college, what they didn't have as high school players, because they say, you know what? I need to be better, so I know better, I can do better. The way guys eat. I mean, some guys, I'm not saying you have to be as strict as LeBron or somebody like that, or Tom Brady. Tom is way over here.
Yeah.
You way over there. And there's some people that's kind of like in the middle.
Right.
And some people that lean a little bit more towards Tom. There's some people that lean a little bit more to you. But my thing is, Ocho, is that I was willing to try and to see. Like you said, your mind, you convinced yourself that McDonald's had no negative benefit.
Right.
I had convinced myself that eating correctly in a healthy lifestyle gave me great benefit. It's still the mind that I've convinced this body that my play would be improved if I ate a certain way. You convinced your play would not be changed if you ate this.
Yeah.
You see, like you said, but it's the mind.
Right. This is what I don't like. Most of the time when you put out these for context purposes, I'm playing as good as I am based on what I consume and eat, then it has people believing that, well, if I eat this way, then I'm going to be great as well. When it has nothing to do with what you put in your body, it's all about
no, you still got to work. You still got to work.
But then you got to know what you're working on. You can't just be out there just doing shit just to do it and think all of a sudden, well, I'm going to look like goddamn Derrick Henry because this is what he eats and this is what he does. That's not the way it works.
No, because you're not going to be. First of all, you're not going to be able to work like that. You got to factor that in. You're not going to be able to work like that. And plus, your body type. See, Joel Embiid can't eat fast food. He's already 300.
And you think he eat it for real though?
Ocho, he's on the table. Yes, that's what he eats. You have to understand after the game.
We might have saw it one time, but does he really do it like all the time? I think maybe
Ocho,
one time.
Everybody has said this. If Joel Embiid took his nutrition serious, same thing, what did they say about Zion? He needs to take his nutrition serious.
Right.
Because, like you said, nightly basis, up and down that court, a man 300 plus pounds, up, down.
That's heavy.
82 nights, 82 games a year. And sometimes those games are back to back. You play on a Tuesday, you play on a Wednesday. Right. That's a lot of pounding. So, and you know, when you was after the game on the road, ain't nothing in them boxes nutritious. It's sandwiches, it's fried chicken, it's honey buns, it's potato chips.
Crustables.
Yeah. You and I been in locker rooms, in NFL locker room for over a decade, both of us.
Yeah.
We know what's on the training table. So now, think about a basketball player. They pick up after the game, they grab their workout, they pick up that box, they on to the next city, Ocho.
Right. Yeah.
At least we going home.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the next city, you hungry. What you think? You think they ordering grilled chicken? You think they ordered rice and veggies? Or they getting a pizza? Or they getting wings?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you can see, weight start to creep up.
Right.
Because you got to remember, Ocho, in the off season, that's when you work your hardest.
Yeah.
You putting in the 2 hours, 3 hours a day of training. Now, what happens if you get nicked and you can't train and you can't play? What happens then, Ocho? Yeah. If you eating not sustainable, not a healthy lifestyle, the weight does. Because you know it's gonna get cold in most places. Cincinnati, it got cold. Denver, Baltimore, it got cold. So you don't sweat as much. You don't sweat as much, and you still eat the same. What happened, Ocho?
You get big. So listen, Marvin Lewis find me, but I got the damn near 235 when it got cold. I got fined a lot.
So for me, I mean, my weight, I was the same. I waited, for the most part of my career. I was somewhere between 25 and 28.
Oh, we about the same. Okay.
And then, coming into the season, I always had a weight. My report weight was 232. My first weigh-in was 228. I maintained 228 to 225 the whole year.
I know it fell off during training camp. All that running, them 2 days.
But see, the thing was, I would lose. I would weigh in at 32, weigh out of practice at like 25. I lose an average of 7 pounds of practice.
I knew it. Yeah.
Now, one practice I lost like 12 pounds, and then I had to get 5 bags of IV fluid.
IVs.
To replenishment.
Right.
And that was the thing, because we ran.
Yeah.
It wasn't you catch a pass and you finish 5 yards. You catch a pass in the West Coast, you going 40.
Got to go.
Everything. I don't care if you catch a shallow cross. I don't care if you catch a stick route. I don't care if you catch a slant, because Mike was way down there, and you had to run past Mike.
Make it a habit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, Jerry started that bull jive. Well, it wasn't bull jive, but Jerry was the one that started what they call finishing. And so now that was the expectation of anybody in that West Coast offense. Now, I think some teams have kind of like backed off that a little bit, but Mike Shanahan damn sure didn't back off that, because he had 3 years with Jerry, and when he came back, he brought that with us. And so that was the biggest thing, Ocho, because I knew it was going to get cold, and so my training, my eating had to be up to par, because the last thing I wanted to do is to get nicked and not be able to train. But I think it's frustrating, Ocho. Because nobody likes being talked about.
Yeah.
Unless it's good. And right now, Joel, because think about it, Ocho, he was hurt into the playoffs, remember? Yeah. He played in Paris. And now they're like, hold on, you was healthy enough to play in Paris.
He didn't play as many minutes now.
He played. How many minutes have he played for the Sixers?
None yet.
Now, which one paid? And he just signed an extension, 3 years, $100 million.
Right.
On top of so he's about to make about $250 million over the next 5 years. And the fans like, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
What's really good?
You know what else could be frustrating is the fact that he's getting hurt, and I'm sure he wants to play. So he's frustrated with that, and then having to hear from the media and the pundits about him not being able to play. Well, hell, you think I want to be goddamn hurt? You think I want all these issues that I've had with my body failing me? Absolutely.
Well, how about this here? There's a simple saying: do what you always done, you get what you always gotten. So what is he doing that continues to get him what he's always gotten, Ocho?
And you know, when I think of NBA players, I think of them having all the resources because they have the money to do so.
Yes.
Doing everything they can to prepare themselves to play, getting in shape, whether it's stretching. They have the best of everything. So I'm sure Embiid takes those necessary steps to be able to be ready to play, you know, preparing for training camp and whatnot. And it just hasn't been able to work for him, which is why he's missing the first game and probably the next 2 games after that.
No, he done missed more than the first game. The start of the season was way, way back. Me and my daughter went to the start of the season game. Right. That was like 2 weeks ago? The NBA season is 2 weeks old now, isn't it? Yo, it's 2 weeks old. But I think that's the thing.
I hope we get out there.
Ocho.
Yeah.
I can't fault you, Ocho.
Right.
If you don't know better and you don't do better. It's when you know better and choose not to do better.
Right.
He knows, like you said, he has the resources. Look, it's frustrating. Look, you've never been injured. I've been injured. I've had injuries to my ankle, and I thought, but the ankle was going to force me into early retirement.
Right.
Because at some point in time, the doctor said, well, Shannon, we just can't keep shooting your ankles up so you can play. Ouch. You're gonna have to, at some point in time, you're gonna have to get this ankle healthy,
right?
Or you're gonna because there are long-term effect. Man, what? I tell you what the long-term effect is. My grandmother been poor and going to the outhouse and going out to the woods for 50 years.
It is.
That's the long-term effect.
Right.
And to have my family living like they live, that's the long-term. That's the trauma that I grew up with.
Right.
So I worry about the amputation at a later date in time. In the meantime, will you stop talking me to death and shoot my ankle up so I can go out there and drop these bombs on the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Raiders, or whoever the else we damn playing. Man, I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't lying, though, Joe. But look, and Joel, I get it, bro. I get it that you're frustrated because there's no question, Ocho. When he's at his best,
oh yeah,
you're not finding 2-3 players better than Joel Embiid.
Right.
Because he can give you 50 and give you 20 rebounds and block your 5 shots and have your 3 steals on the other end. He plays both ends of the court. Oh, yeah. I get that. And it's frustrating because for the most part, he's never had an entire season where he's been like, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. He hasn't had that.
Well, I got a question.
Yes.
How has Jokic been able to do it?
Oh. He has a totally different body.
He's not as tall, huh?
He's not as tall, but he's not as heavy.
Hey, he looked like lethargic, and he just looked like
he does.
He just looked like he's just there.
He doesn't. If you look at the type of game that he plays, he doesn't play an explosive game. Joel Embiid got quick twitch.
Yeah.
He has quick twitch fibers for a man that size. Same thing with Zion. Zion has quick twitch. That's why he can leave the floor so quick. But that's also, just imagine you taking an 18-wheeler, getting it up to 50 miles an hour and just slamming on the brakes. And then get it up to 50 miles an hour and slamming on the brakes. Right. Now you take that with a sedan or an SUV. Right. You see the difference? That's the difference between Joel Embiid, Zion Williamson's body, and some of these other guys. That's why Kareem was able to play so long. You see the way Kareem built?
Yeah.
Kareem 7'2". But look at Kareem he probably only like 20, maybe 10 pounds heavier than what he was when he played.
Right.
but Kareem was yoga. He watched what he ate. But I just think that's the thing. That's what you have to do, especially if you're one of those ginormous 7 foot, 300 plus. Ocho, if you 7 foot, 300 pounds at 20, 21, what you think you're gonna be at 30? What you think you're gonna be at 40 if you don't watch your eating? Because you definitely can't eat the same if you're not doing the same activities. That's why we see so much. Man, I see some DBs. I'm like, bro, were you a D lineman, O lineman? Ain't no way you play DB looking like this. You see them, Ocho. You see some of the guys that weigh 180, 190, and now they're 245, 260. Because you kept the same eating habits with not the same training schedule.
Right.
When you leave the game, you either got to work out harder or eat less or both. Those are your only options.
Right.
But I hopefully, because earlier it was reported that he punched a reporter. Either way, there's probably going to be some disciplinary actions.
Right.
Adam Silver's probably going to come down because he doesn't want this, because that's what punishment is about, Ocho.
Right.
Punishment is not only for the offender, it's also to deter others from doing such acts.
I have a question though.
Yes.
Is there any type of discipline for the reporter based on what he wrote, or are you sticking with the understanding on what he said for context purposes?
No, I don't believe there's going to be any like I said, how he handled it.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have handled it like that, but I'm not in that situation.
Right. Exactly.
Do I believe there will be discipline for the reporter? I do not.
Right. Okay.
I do not.
Okay.